Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. Okay, I am showered, lunch has been ate, it's crunch time. Okay, so I know I haven't done a crochet with me in a little bit, so I figured let's take it back, you know, let's do a little crochet with me again. I realized that the next like 5 days, maybe a week, I really want to prep my Etsy. The lighting is so weird. I got a new bookshelf, so now you're in a weird spot now, and like I don't know how to fix it. But anyway, so for the next like 5 days, maybe even a week, I really want to prep my Etsy stock because I'm starting classes in August and I'm planning on being really busy, but I don't want anything to change. I still want to make my videos how I make them. I want to run my Etsy how I run my Etsy. Like, I don't want anything to have to change or slow down. So I want to prep a bunch of my best-selling stuff on Etsy. So we have the mouse suitcases, okay? Those are one of my best sellers. And we have the Nanami hats, the Tomo hats, and the Kyo hats. So the hats I already have some prepared. So really the focus right now for me is going to be preparing mouse in a suitcase orders. And when I say that, I just mean like every mouse in a suitcase order has like 20 accessories. There's like the mouse, the shirt, the robe, the dress, the blanket, the pillow, the teddy bear, like every little piece. So I just want to have multiple of each piece in my stock so that when I get orders, I'm not starting from nothing. Do you know what I mean? First, we're gonna go into my craft room and we're gonna see what I have. And I also just bought some new Tupperwares to kind of organize everything. So let's go see what's going on in there, and then we'll figure out kind of what the goal is. I'm gonna write down a list of everything I want to make to have stock prepped up, because when someone orders a mouse suitcase, it says it's gonna take like 3 weeks to deliver, but that's just giving me 3 weeks to make the suitcase. So if I have them prepped, I can ship them out sooner. I'm not gonna be as stressed to write a bunch of orders. And right now we're in the slow season, so orders are slow, which gives me a perfect amount of time to make some extra and prep for our fast season, which is coming. It's coming because soon as October hits, it's like multiple orders a day. So we gotta get prepped now because when school starts, I'm not gonna be doing a lot of prepping. So let's go in the craft room and kind of see what's going on over there. Oh, the lovely craft room. I did buy these Tupperware bins because I have a couple of them and I wanted to put the mouse in a suitcase stuff in these. Also, I don't know if you guys have seen this in a video yet, but I reorganized my craft room to store all my Etsy yarn, which Etsy yarn just basically means the yarn I use for stuff on my Etsy. Actually, I'll show you everything we're gonna make with my example suitcase that I always keep. I've never sold this one. It was the very first one I ever made. It's what I base everything off of. So I'll show you all the pieces we're gonna be prepping for this video. I'm actually gonna get a notebook so I can write down kind of how many of everything we wanna do. Okay, so I already have some gray, dark and light gray and orange hats prepped, and a purple hat kind of half prepped. So my focus for this video is really just going to be on the mice in a suitcase orders, because right now I have nothing prepped. All I have is this little piece of cheese and that's it. So let's go through all the pieces of a suitcase so you have an idea what we're going to be making. So we need to make the actual mice, okay? We have to make the blanket, the pillow, the teddy bear, the red dress, the green t-shirt, the piece of cheese, and we have to make these patches that go on the suitcase. We need to make the handles, the little fasteners, and there's a robe and a pair of slippers in here that we also have to make. And then once we have a good stock of each piece of the inside stuff, I want to make the suitcase parts. So they're made in 4 different parts. They're made in the inside green part, the inside green part with the pocket, and then there's an outside beige part and an outside beige part with the pocket. So I want to have stock of all of those things, and right now we have 0 of everything, except, that's a lie, we do have one thing. We have 1 cheese. So I'm gonna be tally marking everything as we make it, but as of right now, we're 0 on everything, so we gotta get to crocheting. I think I want to start with all of the little inside pieces, and once we have enough of those we can move on to the suitcase pieces, just because the suitcase pieces take a long time and I kind of want to get as much done in a short amount of time. So we'll start with all the small pieces. Okay, we're gonna make a little goodie bag of all of the yarns we're gonna take into my room to start with. I think we're just gonna start with the green shirt, red dress, robe, slippers, blanket, pillow, teddy bear, cheese, kind of like all of the accessories, and then we'll do as many mice as we can do, and then we'll move to the suitcase pieces. So for those, we're gonna need this red, which we should take the smaller red. We'll take both reds. All right, so I'm gonna put the reds in here. Reds are in. We need green for the t-shirts, and we need brown for the teddy bears, yellow for the cheese. We need white for the robe, slippers, pillow, blanket, all of those. Buttons, because this is the mixed buttons that I use for the buttons fastened on the dress and the t-shirt, and the buttons are always different, so that's kind of funky. You get like a unique thing every time you order one. And then the other thing we're gonna need is stuffing, because the pillows and the teddy bear both take stuffing. So I got all those things in the bag. Let's make a little baggie of stuffing to take with us too. This is what I do when I have like projects that have need a small amount of stuffing and I don't want to carry the whole box of stuffing that I have. I just put it in a little Ziploc bag to take with me. That's done. And then the other thing we're taking is this Tupperware that has one piece of cheese in it. And we're gonna fill this Tupperware up with what we're about to make, and then if we need to, we can dip into the ones I just bought, because we have one more empty one, but I want to leave some empty for our hat prep, which might be in a different video, because I think this mouse in a suitcase prep is going to take up this whole video. But as you can tell, we're already low on yarn if I use all of this, but I think the goal is going to be to make 5 of everything, so I'll have 5 orders prepped. Alright guys, it's been like an hour, I think, like maybe an hour and a half at most, and I got 3 of the green t-shirts done. I just finished sewing in all of the little buttons. I usually try and pick like brown or tan neutral colors, or I think I have a green one in here. Yeah, like a green one to match with the green. I try not to do any crazy colors like red or purple when I'm doing the green shirts, just because I kind of want it to all be neutral. But I was gonna make 5 of everything, and I ended up making 6 of these t-shirts, which got me thinking I think I might want to make 6 of everything. I don't know. I mean, once the busy season gets going, I'll make 6 orders very quickly, but I just feel like having something's better than having nothing. So I was going back and forth between like 6 or 10, and I just think 6 is more doable in a week to prep. So those 6 shirts done, and we have the 1 piece of cheese. I think I'm gonna do the rest of the cheeses just because I need something smaller to work on after doing those, and then maybe I'll let you know what I end up doing next, but I'm gonna do the cheese now. The cheese is done. I've created 5 more pieces of cheese, so we officially have 6 pieces of cheese going in the bin. Now I think I'm gonna do the red dresses, because I kind of want to do everything that has buttons just all at once, because it's a lot of sewing. And then I think I'm gonna do all the white yarn stuff at once, and maybe even get a different Tupperware for it. I don't know. I'm tired though. We've only been at this for 2 hours and I'm already over it. Like, I prepped mice in a suitcase one other time like months ago, and since then I've literally just been making them every time I get an order. I just start from nothing and just make them, which is fine. It's just, it's really annoying when I get an order and I realize I have to make one of every single thing at all the different colors. Like, it just makes it easier to have some stock and maybe like only make the suitcase, you know, and then put the stock in the suitcase. I'm suffering now so I don't have to suffer later, and I'm trying to think of future me. Like, classes start in August, I'm gonna be studying, I'm not gonna have a lot of free time, so future me will be thankful that I did this, even though I don't want to do it right now and I'm kind of hating it, but I don't have anything else pressing to do at the moment, so it's the best time. It's like the unnecessary evil that I have to do just to be better prepared for my mental later. So I did take 4 days off of crocheting to give my hands a break, so I was able to start fresh today, but I'm trying not to overdo it on the first day, because if I overdo it then I'm not gonna be able to crochet tomorrow. So we are gonna be taking a lot of breaks and just taking it slow. All right, so I've been at it for about 4.5 hours. I just finished the 6 red dresses, but I haven't woven in any of the ends and I didn't add the buttons, so my hands are killing me. I'm gonna take a break and eat and then come back and add the buttons to all of these and sew in all the ends, and then yeah, I'll figure out what we're gonna do next. Alright, I'm about 6 hours into crocheting today and I just finished the 6 dresses. I just put buttons on all of them and they are good to go. So much we have going on in this bin. I think I'm gonna put the 6, I'm gonna do teddy bears next, and I'm gonna put the teddy bears in here, and then I think I'll seal this one up and we'll get another empty one. I just don't want anything to be smushed. Teddy bear is the next thing that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a good break though, because my hands are killing me and I've spent a good part of the day just crocheting, so I'm gonna take a long break, relax, not use my hands, and then later if I can't sleep I'll make some more, but if not then we'll start with teddy bears tomorrow. It's the next day and I just finished making 6 of the little teddy bears. I love these because they're no-sew, so the little limbs are all just like crocheted and you only have to do one, you only have to weave one thread in at the end. So I got all 6 of these little guys done, and I think I'm gonna put this Tupperware away and grab an empty one. This is what the inside of this Tupperware looks like. I don't want to shove anything else in here, so I think I'm gonna go get an empty one and we'll move on to everything that's made with white yarn. So pillows, blankets, slippers, and ropes. I finished making the 6 pillows and I think I'm gonna make the blankets now, because the robes and the slippers, I hate doing the robes and the slippers the most. So now that the 6 pillows are done, I think I'm gonna start with the blanket. I did these pillows this morning and then I spent all day swimming and doing 4th of July activities, and it's now 11, almost 11 p.m. So let's keep crocheting because we're not gonna get any sleep with the fireworks going on, so let's just keep going. I think I'm gonna make the blankets next. It's the next day, the 5th. Anyway, it's the next day. I didn't get as many blankets done as I wanted to last night, but I just finished all 6 of the blankets along with the pillows. So we've officially made 36 pieces so far in the last couple days. 36 pieces. Now, as for the accessories, the only ones we have left are the 6 robes, the 6 pairs of slippers to go with the robes, and then we can move on to the mice. So I'm gonna be focusing on the robes and the slippers for the rest of the day, which are my least favorite things to make because the robes have like 6, maybe 8 threads you have to weave in at the end, and the slippers are so tiny, it's annoying, but I saved the worst for last when it comes to the accessories. But we're gonna get them done and then we can move on to the mice. But so far I think we're only on day 3 of prepping, so to already have 36 pieces done on day 3, that's pretty good. It almost took a full 2 white skeins for everything, but I just finished the robes and the pairs of slippers. So I made 6 robes and 12 slippers, so 6 pairs, and I did recruit my mom to help me weave in all the ends because there were like 8 ends to weave in per robe, but they're finally done. Unfortunately, last night I crocheted all of them and just left all of the ends to weave in, so that's all I've done today is weave ends in. This Tupperware is full. I'm gonna go ahead and grab a new Tupperware for all the mouse parts. And all we have left is to make 6 mice, and then we can move on to the suitcases. So let's move on to our mice. This is what we have left for our supply yarn. I don't know if you guys remember how much was there, but that's what we have left. And then this is where I've been stacking the full Tupperwares. Here of all the mouse stuff. And then we'll just grab another one. Then we're gonna pull from the mice cubby. So we do need stuffing. We need the mouse gray color and the pink color. And then we need the eyeballs. I have right here. And now we're good to go. And this lighter color is from the wedding series. I just haven't decided if I'm gonna put that as an option on my shop yet. I'm thinking of doing maybe like a groom and bride or a bride and bride option, but yeah. I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna do that. I think it would be kind of cute. I don't know if, yeah, anyway. I don't know if you guys have seen the wedding version. I have a whole video of that, but I'm thinking of adding the little wedding mice as options, possibly. I haven't decided. Okay, it's the next morning. It's 6 a.m. I'm up way earlier than I usually am because Jasper, yes, you, decided to throw up everywhere. So I had to clean that up and now I'm just awake. So this is what I did last night. I got 6 tails done, 12 ears, 12 arms, 12 feet. So I got everything done to make the mice, just like all of the parts, bits and bobs that you need before you make body, because the arms are sewn in as you make the body. I mean, the rest is added after, but it just makes it easier if they're already made before you start the body. Now I'm just making 6 bodies today. Hopefully I can get them all done since it's 6 a.m. But we will see. I'll let you know if I'm able to get them all done today. Hi! It's later. It's the same day. It's just later in the day. Okay, let me give you a little update on our mouse progress. 3 done. It's 115 degrees outside. I'm in California, for those who don't know, and it's 115 outside. I'm trying to open this Capri Sun because it's cold. It's 80 in my room because the air conditioning can't keep up. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you can hear that buzzing in the background, that's the industrial size fan in the hallway wafting air this direction because my room is the hottest room in the house right now. I'm sorry I can't turn it off. I will melt. I've gotten 3 mice done. I'm melting, quite literally. I'm going to see the new Quiet Place movie. I think it's Quiet Place Day 1 or Quiet Place D0 or something. Anyway, I'm going to see that at the movie theater just to hopefully get out of this 80-degree weather in my room, and it's 115 outside. So it's gonna be so hot getting there. It's hot in here. Whatever. I'm like so hot. I just feel like I haven't been like talking a lot in this video or like being on camera. Took a shower. I started blow drying my hair. As you can tell, it's still wet right here. Started blow drying it, and then I was just getting so hot that we're letting it air dry and it's gonna be frizzy, and I don't care. I'm over it. It doesn't even matter because I'm gonna go outside and be sweaty and gross instantly. So, hi. If it sounds like I'm in a tunnel, it's because I am. I literally am. Actually, let me turn that off. It's the next morning. I did see A Quiet Place Day 1 last night. It was amazing. The air conditioning was also amazing. It was a vibe. Okay, it was a good vibe. So last night, I don't know if I updated you, but before I went to bed, I got 1 more mouse done. So I have 4 done and I just have 2 left, and I'm planning on getting them done today. I do have to do some work from home today, but I'm going to the office tomorrow, so I want to get those last 2 mice done tonight. That's the plan. For now, I'm gonna get some work done, but I will hopefully be able to crochet later. We're done. We did it. Yay. Finally, okay? It's hot once again in my house. What's new? We finished making 6 mice. They're done. I'm laying in them. I laid them in here very comfortably, and they're gonna go on the stack of Tupperware with everything else. And we have our notes I took throughout the whole thing. So we made 6 mice, 6 green shirts, 6 red dresses, 6 robes, 6 pairs of slippers, so 12 slippers, 6 blankets, 6 pillows, 6 teddy bears, and 6 pieces of cheese. So I have 6 orders prepped minus the suitcase. That's like the biggest part, this big old thing, but everything that goes in the suitcase, I have 6 orders prepped, so that's good. I decided I'm not gonna prep the suitcase. I'm gonna wait, because a lot of the time when people want a custom color, they want to change the color of the inside of the suitcase. So I don't really want to make a bunch of green ones and then have someone want a different color. So I'm gonna wait for that until I actually get orders, but that just means that our prepping of the mice in a suitcase listing is done. So in total, I made 54 items in the last 5 days, 6 days. When did we start this? Yeah, it's almost been 7 days. So I think it's almost been a full week. I would say 6 days. So yeah, 54 items in 6 days. That's it. That's all I'm doing for this video. That's all I'm prepping. So I will see you in the next video. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and subscribe to see more from me. But I will see you in the next video. Bye!